guys, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Let me catch up on some chat. Sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. I clicked the go live button. YouTube's just being a pain today, which isn't a big surprise. A lot of people in chat today. Hey, Jonathan Fran, Bryce Podell, what's up? Backyard Prospecting, how you doing? Chris Vanilla, Dave over at Gold Bay. That'd be my #1 pick. 3 pounds, always has a good ROI. Oh, getting tired of Gold Bay. Should have read your next part. I mean, if you want guarantee, then I guess Gold Nugget sales. Their bags are kind of smaller, but Roaring Camp Gold. Chicken Miner, if they have any. Chicken Miner is always good, and they're big bags. Dan, how's it going? Brian Stevens, CJ Hayes, Shane, how's it going? Tiffany Merritt, how you doing? Matt Hatter, William Merritt, William Long, and Bryce Podell. I just brought back the what's up. Bob Fitch, how's it going? Richard Davis, how's it going? Spinner Bait Always, welcome to the channel. Guidos, it's not morning here, it's night. I'm extremely tired. That's why I've got my coffee. What's up, William Long? Carl Ordaway. A. Sherwood, how you doing? Conan's Reviews. Jason G, how's it going? Josh Ortiz, you're here and on time. Dave B. Hammer Down. Montana Treasure Hunter. Well, tonight we are guaranteed a gram of gold. My good buddy Lou Norris over at NickelBack Paydirt, he sent me a bag of his pay dirt, some of his tailings, as well as he threw in 3 of his bags, and usually his bags are guaranteed, I think, 1/3 of a gram. So it should have about a gram of gold in it tonight. So Farmer, no, I have not sent your penny. I'm waiting until it's worth 2 cents before I send it. Bob Fitch, good evening. Mark Miller. Justin Blake. Bone Crusher. Yes, Richard Davis, I saw you made it on time. It seems like a lot of people made it on time today, and I was late. I was 2 minutes late. AU Rockin', how's it going? So like I said, tonight we're going to be doing some Lou Norris Paydirt, NickelBack Paydirt. I already classified it down just to make it easy. I just did +10 and -10, +20. So, there you go. And this has some good bit of gems and other things in it, which whoever wins doesn't get it. So there's some cool looking rocks in here that all go into my son's collection. It also had some coins because some of his bags are treasure hunts. So, and again, y'all don't get those. I already picked those out. All y'all get is gold. I know it's lame, but that's all y'all get is gold. Where's this sluice video? It's right over there. It's right there. I have it all set up in my kitchen. I've shot the intro for it. I have shot the building the sluice. I just need to run some dirt through it. I got some Washington Beach mining dirt just to run it through it, which is really fine gold. And I'm going to shoot that this weekend, probably tomorrow, and I'm going to try to have the video up Saturday. So, if not Sunday, but it will be up this weekend. Hey, Brian. Well, glad you stopped by and said hi. Rudy. Justin Blake. Well, good. It's always better when you find gold. Backyard Prospecting. Yeah, I love Lou Norris's Paydirt. I wish he would sell it places. He only sells it on his Patreon page, so you have to join his Patreon and buy it. After this video, I'm going to try and convince him to open a YouTube channel so he can sell it through there. you know, it'd be a lot easier for people. Hey, David Schuler, Captain Haddock. Brian Stevens, yes, this will be the last month on Patreon where I send out copper or silver rewards. They are being changed out to gold. I am only going to be doing gold. I'm going to make an announcement this weekend. I've finalized all of the new tier rewards. If you're in a tier, you don't have to change or join a new one. I'm just going to change the description. So if you're a $25 member, instead of receiving some silver coin or something, you'll receive some gold. So I figure all my Patreon members are helping me buy this paydirt to do these reviews with. I might as well send y'all back the gold. It makes more sense to me to send y'all gold than pay extra. You know, if silver is worth, if a Walking Liberty is only worth $2.50, I end up paying $5 for it, and then paying shipping, and I already got the gold. You know, so I'm selling gold, and usually, you know, you sell gold at spot or a little bit less after fees and everything. So it was just, I was losing too much money. It didn't make sense, you know, and this way I can buy bigger bags of paydirt and, you know, do bigger gauze and things like that. So, but I will be making an announcement on Patreon this weekend and changing them all up for, but the end of this month, you will still receive something. So if you're a member this month, this will be the last month you receive any silver or copper. And then in July, any members in July will start receiving gold, and that'll be August 1st. Yes, Carl Ordway. That Washington Beach is really fine stuff. Now, I am only going to be using VMAT in it. I do have some Vortex matting, but just to make the thing as cheap as possible, I used VMatting because it's the cheapest matting you can get. I might rerun a second part of the video where I run it through Vortex just to see. Bob Fitch, Dylan, did you get moved? No, I just got the house Tuesday. I can finally go and change electricity and everything Tuesday, which really sucks because it's like on the 31st or the 30th. So next week I'm going to be running around like ragged trying to move. So, and I've got to set up I got to dismantle my gold station and reset it up in the basement in the new place, which is going to be a nightmare. So I'm trying to shoot a lot of videos so I can have the time to do it. Hey, Shane Williams. Gold Owl mats. I haven't ever seen those. I'll have to look those up. The sluice I made, well, with the pump I have, the sluice made will work, but I tried some Gold Hog matting, and the pump just wasn't good enough. But I'm trying to just make a cheap sluice. You know, most sluices out there are pretty expensive, and the main point of my building a sluice is to make the base of the sluice really cheap. Raymond, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Let me know when it goes up. I might have someone order some. I was working on, hey, Jonathan friend, I was working on a gold trommel for my gold cube, and I kind of gave up on it when I moved and got divorced and all that because I kind of lost all my tools. So I don't have the tools to really work with it. I have parts of it here somewhere, and maybe once I move again, I'll get to it. And gold is what everyone wants, Conan. That's right. Well, that's awesome, Captain Haddock, that Gold Nugget sales will deliver to Germany. Yeah, I hope it goes smooth, too. I hate moving. I got to go this weekend and buy boxes and all that fun stuff. And then you know you'll pack something up, and then you need it immediately, and you're digging through all the boxes trying to find it. Hey, Reg Lab. Hey, Shelly, how you doing? So for anyone new that's just joined, here, let me post the link before everyone starts asking. I just left a comment, go to that link and leave one comment there so you have a chance at winning the gold tonight. I was told it should be right around 1 gram of gold, and in the future, next month, once I set up my new gold station in my new apartment, my new house, I will be weighing up the gold on the live stream just to make it easier for everyone to see exactly what they win. But just here, it doesn't make sense for me to set all this up just so I can move it in 2 weeks. Your banjo pan. I've still yet to use my banjo pan. It's sitting over there. I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, man, I need to either use this thing or throw it away. Or ship it to somebody or something. Oh, and back to what I was saying. So tonight we're going to be going through some Paydirt from Lou Norris. He sells on Patreon. It's called NickelBack Paydirt. You can look him up on Patreon as NickelBack Paydirt. I have screened it down. This is all the plus 10. And then we have the minus 10 material. So there is supposed to be about 1 gram in there. Whoever wins, and I will restate this, there are a lot of cool rocks in here. Like this one. You do not get that. You only get the gold. You only get the gold. Because there's some cool gems in here and minerals that I want to give to my son. So, you know, you guys only get the gold. I know it sucks, but you only get the gold. Link says no comments. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I might not have allowed it. I'm kind of retarded sometimes. I told you I was sleepy. Here, I mean. All right. Well, 43 held for review. I had it set wrong. All the comments should be showing up now. This is what happens when you don't sleep much. And you get old and, you know, your mind gets feeble. All right. There you go. Everyone's comments should be through. I apologize for that. You know, I was just trying to keep all the gold for myself. I'm sure you all figured that out. So let me post the link again. So William Merritt. Yeah, it was just I had it held for, because normally in most of my videos I hold all comments because you get too many hateful comments from owners and they will just spam your channel like crazy. So I hold all comments and I had it set for that. Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? You'll be happy with just the gold? I'm glad. So GS Prospecting, how's it going? Oh, I'm old. I'm an old man, Bob Fitch. I'm an old man. I might not look it with this beautiful mug here, but I am an old man. I have to wear glasses, reading glasses now. I have to use a cane, you know. I have to keep drinking coffee to not have to take 5 or 6 naps a day. Evan Star Prospecting. All you have to do is leave a comment. If you look at chat, I'll be posting a comment. It's got a link on it. All you have to do is go to that link and leave 1 comment, and you're entered. I pick 1 random name out of the comments at the end of the night, and they win whatever gold I find. So, Brian Stevens. The turbo pan does take a little while. It's been a while since I've used mine. I actually have it. I pulled it out the other day because I pulled out all the pans I need to start playing with again. And it's really the motion. If you just go to their website, they have some really good tutorial videos on it. But it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It's just, you get so used to panning in a certain way. Like, you know, if you watch my channel, you see I pan a certain way. And if I have to change up how I'm panning, it bugs me. You know, it's why I don't change my pans out a lot. It's why I don't use a lot of these newfangled pans. It's because they make you change how you pan, so. Dan, someone downvoted me? Oh, no gold. No gold for anyone. I got a downvote. Nobody's getting any gold. Stuart Ronnie, still spring chicken. Yeah, tell that to my doctors. Every time I go see them, they keep putting me on more meds. So, Just prospecting. Shelly Covington, yeah. I have 2 totes full of gold pans, and I still love my my regular green pan. It's still my favorite. I try all of them. I buy them just out of curiosity, and it just a good old pan. Every pan will work. It's the concept is the exact same on any pan, and they'll all work. It's just what you get used to. It's just like if you prefer some type of shoes, no matter what shoes you try, it'll always be those other shoes that are just better. Ryan Stevens, yeah, that's how I figured out how to use it, because when I was first using it, I was just spazzing out and the gold was going off the side of the pan, so I had to go watch. They have some good tutorials on their website. Now I will say I do like the turbo pan. If I had to go through, as much as I love my little 10-inch pan, and I guess my Garrett pan too, my Super Sluice, that's probably my other second favorite pan. If I had to go through a ton of material really quick just to spot check, a turbo pan would probably be my choice. If I was out in the field and had a 5-gallon bucket and just wanted to pan it out quick, the turbo pan will just blast through that. A lot faster than the Super Sluice will. I mean, the Super Sluice is probably better at catching the super fine gold when you're panning it, just because of the material it's made out of, but here. Stephen LeBlanc, you disliked my video? Oh man, I don't know what to do with you, man. You crazy people. So, let's see. Martain strikes again. I still can't believe you, Stephen LeBlanc. Ugh. Hey, Jeremy Stanton. Yeah, I like the Super Sluice. I really wish they made a 10-inch Super Sluice out of the exact same material, same layout, everything, and I would switch to that in a heartbeat. I just love the Super Sluice, but when you're panning at home in a little 5-gallon bucket, or tote or whatever it is, the Super Sluice just doesn't work. So, Shelly Covington, yeah, I'm not a fan of the claw. I think the claw is more of a gimmick than an actual working pan that solves a problem. Hey, Steve, JW, BW. That's a lot of pay dirt you're waiting for. That's a lot of gold. Yeah, I have my metal pan. I just bought a 10-inch metal pan. Well, I didn't just buy it. I bought it a couple months ago, but I still haven't seasoned it yet. I need to get onto that. But I've just been lazy. So, but I'd love to start panning most of my stuff out of, especially like on my reviews, out of that. Well, that sucks, Brian Stevens. Yeah, they're way too expensive for a pan. I mean, I really thought when it came out, I understood the hype behind it, and he was on whatever Indiegogo or whatever it was he was on, and he got all that funding to fund it, and he was charging $50 a pan. I thought for sure after about a year or two it would drop to $20, but it's still ridiculously high. So I refuse to do a review on a pan that cost $40. That's a little bitty tiny plastic pan. It doesn't have anything special in it. I mean, I bought my bat pan. I think I showed it a couple weeks ago. It's packed away now, but it's got a magnet built into it. It's got a classifier built into it, and I think it was only $39. I mean, and it's a 14-inch pan or 15-inch pan, something like that. And at least you're getting your money's worth out of that. Steve JBW. Yeah, I like the little $8 pans. I mean, you'll see them. They're in all my videos where I use them for my minus 40 and stuff like that. But that lip bottom ones, I hate those. I really don't know why they changed it. People were buying those up like crazy and they changed them. I did find one seller I need to buy out their stock on them. So I have gold pants for the next 20 years. Hey, William Long. Yeah, how you doing? I'm glad to hear you're doing better. So... Josh Ortiz, yeah. It makes it a lot easier if you have a recirculating sluice. Oh, I was wondering what a Minecraft pan was. I was like, man, my son plays Minecraft all the time. I've never seen him gold panning. The Mine Lab. I haven't gotten a Mine Lab into my collection yet. I've seen them. I want one. I like the way they look. I like the blue. It's a nice color blue, and I've been meaning to get one. I'll have to try and get one this year. Conan's review. Yeah, all the new ones, SE, they're called SE pans. They're the people that make all the magnets and everything else, that company. They're all the new ones. So the only way you can get the ones without the lip is finding someone with old stock. And that's hard to do now because a lot of people have sold out. A lot of people like me buy them all up. I mean, I've got 8 blue ones packed away somewhere, and I need to buy like another 20, 32 of them or something like that. Hey, Robinson Prospecting, how's it going? Gold Paydirt Nugs. Never heard of them. Reg Lab, send me their info on Patreon if you don't mind. I'll look into them. But usually if they're begging for customers, it's never a good sign. Pan color of choice. My pan color of choice depends. For fine gold, I prefer blue, and it just depends. Like the pan I use green just because I don't like the blue one. If the color was a little bit better, I would like the blue one. I just don't like the blue one. But when I'm doing finishing, I like blue. You know, if I had my preference, I'd use a blue pan all the time, but if not, green. But everyone's different. The way there's something with your eyes, and everyone's eyes are different, where if you see 2 colors together, everyone will see the contrast a little bit different. So you really have to just try. I mean, the easiest one is green, and then you can, you know, every once in a while you go buy a blue pan and see if it's better. Buy a black pan. I don't like black pans just because black sands. But then they have pink pans, purple pans. They have red pans. So I tried a red pan a while back, and I really disliked it. Hey, Will? JP Wands and More. How's it going? JP Wands and More. I have a review of your Paydirt coming out Monday. So I did 2 of your bags for Monday's review to see the averages on the 2 bags. Evan Star Prospecting. I love my gold cube. I absolutely love my gold cube. If they were cheap, I would tell everyone to buy one, but they're not cheap, so I don't tell anyone to buy them, but I love mine. They'll catch anything. So we're going to start panning in about 5 minutes and go through all this. Let me post a link really quick for all the new people. I just posted a comment. Go to that link and leave 1 comment, and you have a chance to win the gold tonight from Lou Norris's, and this is his NickelBack Paydirt. He's on Patreon. You can look him up on NickelBack Paydirt, and you can either message him through there or join his Patreon page to buy the Paydirt. I have classified it down. This is the +10. There are some gems and some cool stuff in here, and as I've said multiple times, you don't get those. You only get the gold. Let's see, there's some cool rocks in here. Cool minerals, cool stuff. Those are all getting added into my son's collection. And we have the -10 right here. So all you get is the gold tonight because I am greedy for stuff for my son. But there should be about 1 gram of gold in there. Chris Vanilla, how much is his dirt? I think, oh my gosh. I want to say it's $29.95, but I might be wrong. It's been a while. I do have a review up. If you just go to my channel, you can just search my channel for NickelBack Paydirt, and I've got a review where I reviewed 3 of his bags, and that's exactly what this is. He dumped 3 bags plus some tailings in a bag and sent it to me. So just for this. So it's a great guy. You know, he set this paydirt just for me to do on one of my live shows. So, you know, you can't complain about that. Jonathan Friend, owner Mike Pong. Yeah, that's awesome. If he'd trade, I already have a gold cube, so I don't need to trade any of my gold. Thank God. I don't really have any gold because I sell it all the time. So, Brian Stevens, you're welcome. I actually, it took me it took me a year and a half to convince myself to do these live shows because I've been planning them for about a year and a half, but I was kind of like, you know, ugly mug thing going, and I was like, I kind of really don't want to do this, but I'm glad I do it. I really enjoy these now. Where was 6 grams in the carpet? Yeah. I have gold on the floor here. Actually, I spilled the gold in my review for Monday. Luckily, it was a small little thing of gold, so it was easy to pick up. And that was actually the first time I've ever spilled gold while shooting a video. Usually I spill it as soon as I finish the video and I'm putting away all my equipment. I managed to hit something and have gold flying everywhere. So, yeah, I haven't started prospecting. It sucks. The best was, though, I saw Dave over at Gold Bay. He posted a picture a couple months ago where he spilled, it was probably, you know, 12 or 13 ounces of gold on the floor. I mean, it was a huge pile of gold. And, you know, luckily it was just a concrete floor, so I'm sure he picked it all up and got it all up. But Jason Keith Prospecting, how's it going? HD Shovelhead. BG Greenie, everyone, thank you. Here, let me post the link for all you new people that are coming in. We're about to start painting in a minute. Make sure you go to that comment and try to win some of the gold tonight. There is supposed to be about 1 gram of gold, so it's a good bag tonight. So I'm gonna let me go check the comments and stuff, and then we're going to start panning. Make sure everyone's comments are going through. Oh, everyone's comments seem to be going through. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen BJ in a while either. He hasn't been putting up any videos or anything, so hopefully he's doing good. He's probably just busy. Dan, well, thanks. I enjoy the live shows. I really do. So, and it was funny. I didn't think I was going to be able to do my live show tonight because my internet went out about 3 o'clock, which seems to happen every Thursday. I don't know. They must just decide Thursday is the day that they want to mess up my live stream. So it went out about 3 o'clock, and I was sitting here waiting, and it just came back on at like 6:15. So thankfully, because I had my phone up with Patreon and YouTube so I could make a post saying it was going to be delayed. I was going to try to just delay it 1 hour and then 2 hours if I had to, but I'm glad I got it off on time. But whatever it is, these internet people just hate Thursday here. But all right, let me move my ugly mug so we can see some water, and we're going to start panning. All right. Let's get some gloves, some paydirt. And another thing, Lou Norris says, I don't know which one of his bags. He sent a couple different bags. And somebody asked, it says on here 1995, so I guess the bags are 1995. Hey, Kay, what's Scott? Yeah, Jackie texted me earlier. I saw he was sleeping. He said he was going to bed. He said he was tired. But thank you for joining the show. And good luck, HD Shovelhead. Hopefully everything turns out okay. All right, get all my stuff set up. I'm kind of disorganized. Get my chat up so I can see. All right, so let's just go through. This is the plus 10. Got some nice stuff. I'm gonna do some picking right now. Get out all the good stuff for my son. I will show it off later. Let me put it in a pan. Pick out all the bigger stuff. But he also does some of his bags here. I'll show you. These are the bags. So it was a Nugget Fever Gold Hunt. He sent me. All the bags are just mixed up. You can't really see those because of the lights, can you? But that's all right. I'll read them a little bit. And this is his gold and silver gems. 1/3 of a gram plus gold, silver sometimes. And then this one is his gold and silver, 1/3 of a gram. So each one should have about 1/3 of a gram. So I know you couldn't read those because of the lights, but you just have to trust me. But they do say 1995. You send them 20 bucks, and when you get the bag, they come with a nickel. So that's why it's called NickelBack. Hey, Andrew O'Neill. Looks like we'll be able to pan out the rest. Yeah. I don't see anything eye-catching. I think I see some silver in there, but we'll see. Here, I gotta move my stuff. I can't see because my microphone's in the way. Well, that's pretty good if you found 9 silvers. Is that just out of a box? Hey, Anthony Hallbrook. Some nice big pieces of fool's gold. This must be from his fool's gold bag. It did come with some coins, and I'll show those off later. Some of his bags come with coins. I think he probably added extra because it was for me, and those will go to my kids as well. So all you get to win tonight is the gold. It's not too dirty, so it's pretty good. 93, yeah. The weather's starting to get nasty everywhere. And as always, I do repan this out before I send out the gold, just in case I miss anything. Yeah, his name's Lou. So Lou Norris, you can, the only place he sells is Patreon. You can look him up on Patreon under NickelBack Paydirt. And it's NickelBack is one word. But you can message him on there. See some silver. And of course, y'all don't get the silver. And I'm sure y'all see the piece of gold. A lot of silver. Good bit of silver. Looks like splash silver. And I don't have to look at it closer later, but it looks like splash silver. But some gold. This one nice one. This must be from his nugget bag. He says they're supposed to weigh like 0.3 to 0.4. So that's pretty nice. And this is the silver from his silver bags, which y'all don't get, remember. So it's a nice little nugget there. I'll pick that out in a minute, add it to the totals. Put that in a pan somewhere. Jordan Shotswell, if you're talking to me, just send me a message and I'll with your address. All right, now let's just start doing the -10. Nice little pile of it. I think he said it was about 2 pounds of material, because some of this, he took 3 of his bags, which I think his bags are, I want to say about 8 ounces, something like that. And he added some tailings from his mining, because he does go out mining. A little bit dirtier, this stuff. Stuff has some good amount of black sands in it. A coin cobra. This stuff definitely has a lot of heavies in it. Mark Miller, yeah, it's just out of habit. These are the only riffles I use. I don't know why. I mean, when I'm off camera, I do use the deeper riffles when I'm panning for my reviews. So generally, I just use these riffles here. But when I go pan it a second time, I will use the deep riffles just to see if I missed anything. But yeah, it's just out of habit. You know, I just use these. I don't even use the fine ones just because I transfer when I get down to the small stuff to a different pan. I just like these riffles better. When I use the deep ones, I tend to go too fast, and I've said it multiple times. My problem with Paydirt is always the +10 material. I tend to want to go really, really fast with the +10 material. And I can't tell you the number of times I have found big pieces of gold the second and third time I've panned it out just because I'm panning too quick. And when I use the deeper riffles, I tend to pan even quicker. So, all right, let's transfer this into a blue pan, and we'll pan that out later, get all the gold out of it. It does have some gold. It's got a nice bit of shiny in there. And if I miss anyone's asking something in chat, it's because I'm panning and not paying attention. Privateer, here, I'll put the entry. Let me post the link real quick, y'all. There you go. Comment is up with the link. And also, like I said, once I move, which should be by the 15th of the month, of next month, I will start weighing up all the gold on the live show, just so you can see what you won. Chris, no, I do not use a magnet. I don't use a magnet. If maybe, you know, every once in a while, if I'm just bored, I'll use a magnet. Or if I'm getting cross-eyed, I might, for the very final cleanup, when I have maybe just like one or two little pieces of black sand that I just can't get out of all the gold, I'll use a magnet. But generally, I don't use one because I like to pan slow, you know, when I'm by myself and just panning. So you just get used to it. I always find more gold the second time. Well, I try not to. That's what I try. I try not to find gold the second time, especially when I'm doing a review, because every time if I find gold the second time I pan it, then I pan it a third time. If I find more gold, I find it the fourth time. But usually the only thing I really mess up on is usually the +10 and the -40, just because -40 is so hard to get every piece the first time. Jason Keith prospecting. Yeah, it's just you tend to want to pan it fast when it's big. You figure, oh, I'll see that nugget before it slips off the pan, and you just don't. And I don't know how. I've missed some nuggets before where I've been like, how did I not see that going over the edge of the pan? But I think you just lose focus because, you know, 99% of the time you're not going to find anything big in the +10, so you tend to just speed through it. So, and I try to, when I'm doing my reviews, go through it slow so I don't miss. And I don't think I've ever missed anything in the +10, except for maybe once doing a review. But in personal, when I'm just doing my pans for myself, without any equipment wrapped all around my head shooting, I miss it. That's awesome, a 2-gram nugget. I think that's like the biggest one I've ever found is right over 2 grams. Which is actually pretty good considering my budget for Paydirt isn't that great. So, you know, I don't do that many. I haven't done any 5-gallon buckets with the ounce of gold. So, all right, let's see if there's any gold in this pan. A little bit. A little bit of sparkly in that one. We'll transfer it to the finishing pan to get out later. Coin Cobra. Yeah, I wish I could save. I save a couple of my nuggets. I always keep my biggest nugget for my son. And if I find something bigger, I replace it. But, you know, usually all my gold goes to either gauze I hold once a year, like last year for my Christmas one. That drained me really bad. In fact, it was all my gold for the Christmas one. And then to buy more pay dirt and stuff like that, new equipment. So one day I will get to the point where I can keep all my gold and still, but then I would just do a gall anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As long as I can give some big nuggets to my kids, I don't mind. So they'll have some when they get older to squander away. When they think of something crazy they want, they'll be like, oh, I'll just go sell all those gold nuggets my dad worked so hard at getting for all those years on his live show. You know, I really need a brand new snowboard. You know, something crazy like that. Where will? Yeah, I used to love watching the speed panning. You can almost never find it anymore. I mean, they have some videos on YouTube. I know they do a speed panning contest in Nome, Alaska every year. I'd love to go enter one of those. The only thing I don't like is most of the speed panning contests I've seen, the gold is pretty big, so it's not too hard to throw it out of your pan. But like you said, I'd love to see just like someone put like 10 minus 40 pieces of gold in a pan. And, you know, whoever can pan it the fastest, then you get points deducted for every piece you threw out of your pan. So people could be really fast and only keep 8 pieces, and the person could go a little bit slower and keep 10 and just see who wins. That would be fun. Oh, Andrew O'Neill, really sorry to hear that, man. You know I'm sending my best wishes to you, your family. That's really sorry to hear that, man. There's more gold in this one. There's like a little bit of wire gold in there too. More gold. I don't know if you'll be able to see the wire gold, but I don't know if it's just wire gold or stringer gold, but looks cool. And so far, 3 pans, all I've had gold so far. That's pretty awesome. And again, I want to thank Lou Norris over at NickelBack Paydirt for donating this for the live show. It was really awesome of him. I know he's probably out somewhere mining right now. Hey, BK Gold. Trying to catch up on chat real quick. And as always, I do repan this out before I send out the gold. So as soon as the show ends, I pan it a second time and then weigh it all up and post. But starting next month at some point, I will start weighing it up just so you get a general idea of what you've won. So Evan Star Prospect. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Found gold in every pan. There's a couple little pickers in there. So He said it should weigh out to about 1 gram, and I'm pretty sure it probably will, based on what I'm seeing, so. You know, I really like Tom's Gold Dirt, but that man needs to learn how to keep better stock. Every time I check out his website, he almost never has any pay dirt. Drives me crazy. I'll be like, oh, let me order some Tom's Gold Dirt to do on a live show, and he never has any. Thank you very much, Werewell. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sure there probably will be more than 1 gram. You know, because it's 3 of his bags that should equal 1 gram. And that's if they're all the minimum. Plus he threw in some of his tailings and some of his mining stuff to get it up to 2 pounds. Because he heard me complaining that it's hard to find bags of pay dirt, you know, to do for a live show that you get guaranteed gold that actually have weight to them too. You know, a lot of the bags that people sell, if you get a 0.5 gram bag, it's, you know, 8 ounces or 10 ounces of pay dirt. And it's hard to do a live show with 8 or 10 ounces of pay dirt. So, you know, 1 pound or 2 makes the show actually last a little bit of time. So. Conan's reviews. Yeah, you have to stalk Tom's site. Man drives me crazy. I will say I'm glad he at least added in there. He used to not have where the bags would be sold out. So you'd be placing orders and he'd tell you, oh, I'm sold out. But now at least it tells you if it's sold out. So another little pan with some more gold. A lot of heavies in this material, that's for sure. It should take me a minute to do the final panning. Yeah, I saw JP had some, because I have a review of JP's Lawns and More coming up Monday. Oh, Guido, thank you very much. You really didn't have to, but I appreciate it, and I really thank you. It's because of y'all wonderful people that these live shows are happening, and I'm not doing. Thank you, Richard Davis. Thank y'all both very much. Y'all are awesome. You really are. I'm gonna have to start figuring out something to start sending people for these live shows. Because y'all are just too awesome. Yeah, I love Tom. I think Tom's a great guy. He's a really great guy. He's just always sold out. In fact, the JP Lawns and More pay dirt that I reviewed for Monday, I didn't put that review up a month ago because he was sold out, and I had to wait a month for. Actually, I had to wait a month, I think almost 2 months for him to get more in stock before I could do his review. Because I won't do a review if somebody's sold out, because then they can't go buy it. You know. That's awesome, Anthony Hallbrook. God dirt instead of gold dirt. Gold Bay has a black sand bag now. I'll have to look. I saw he had his 103% ROI bag. So I'll have to look. I would love to do a black sand bag. I actually have, I just got in some more Washington Beach mining to do a review on. Because that stuff, it's a pain to do for a review for, because it takes so much time and I have to edit so much video. But it's really fun stuff. I love this stuff that's really difficult. Not so much for reviews, but for personal, you know. Mad Hatter's prospecting. Just some panning. A lot of gold. That's about it. Some chat. We're all complaining about how Tom's always sold out of pay dirt. We were thanking Lou Norris for donating this bag for the live stream. We were thanking Richard Davis and Guido's and Werewell for donations to the channel. You missed it all, the good stuff, man. Gold base in the black sand is the hardest there is. We'll have to see. The hardest pay dirt I've ever done has been Washington Beach mining. That has been the hardest pay dirt I've ever panned out. It didn't have a very good ROI, so I've never went back to pan it a second time because I think it only had about, you know, I don't want to say exactly, but I think it was somewhere in the 30% ROI. And while it was a ton of fun panning, there was just no payoff in the end. No. But that was the toughest. That was so far the toughest. So I'll definitely have to get gold base to see. And another one that was really tough is I did one, the seller doesn't sell anymore, but it was from Gnome, and it was all really, really fine garnet sand. And that stuff just does not act the same. So it just makes your pan a little bit different than with, you know, magnetite or hematite. Yeah. And one of the big problems with things like Washington Beach sand is if you do use a magnet, which is what most people think they should do, is use a magnet, it makes it all clump together and magnetize. So then what happens is it starts trapping gold, and you have to try and break up the black sands to get the gold out, and that just makes it even harder. So you really can't even use a magnet with it. Trying to get out all this fool's gold. There we go. Some more gold. So far every pan's been a nice wee bit of gold. We got one pan left, then we get to do the fun stuff. Do all the final classification stuff. You need to talk Flower Gold Wizard out of one of his triple X bags. Maybe I'll have to do that. But see, the problem is if I contact people to talk them out of it, then I can't do a review on it. So, because then they know it's for me. And I hate that. It really sucks too. I just got a bag of paydirt in yesterday. To do for the first of the month. Of next month. And they figured out it was me. They sent me an email. I sent it through a friend. And they figured out it was me. Which really sucks. I'm probably still going to do the review because I'm broke. I don't have money to replace it because it was a $150 bag of paydirt. But I will have to put a disclaimer in there or something. Figure it out. Miller Prospecting still is the best gold panning channel out there. Thank you, Hadley. Thank you. And yes, I am. Now, I don't know about all that, but I try to be the best. I might not be the best, but maybe I'll say I'm probably the most honest. So, or I try to be the most honest. Let's say about that. You know, they're for his patrons. But yeah, a lot of people will still mark bags that they might have special, you know, saved up for a special patron or somebody. But I wouldn't be able to review it. And I guess if he's not selling it, it wouldn't matter anyway. So it'd just be like a mail call or something. Yeah, I saw Dan Hurd had a whole bunch of paydirt up there, but you know, I was looking at his paydirt, I think like last week, and the only one that intrigued me was the $150 bag I think he has up there. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 50% ROI, and I just don't want to lose 75 bucks when there's other paydirt I can spend 150 bucks on that I haven't reviewed and get a better return. So I'll let you say it, Hadley. I won't say it. trying to get these little pieces of fool's gold out of there. There you go. This one this is the last pan. Had some more gold. So every pan had gold in it. Pretty awesome. And now, let's do cleanup pan. Let's get rid of all these black sands. They're going to want to be a pain. Jordan bought a $150 bag and only got 0.42 grams. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do some of his other bags. It's just, you know, it's hard to throw money away on a review, especially that much. Like, see, a lot of times if I buy off an eBay seller and I buy one of their $25, $30 bags, I don't mind getting totally ripped off because it warns all of you guys and it only costs me 25 or 30 bucks. Then I can, you know, do more reviews that way. But, you know, spending $150 to just throw your money away is just really hard to do. Seaweave02. I prefer the blue pan for my finishing pan. I prefer green when I'm doing regular panning. But once there's black sands, I like the blue better. Or particularly this pan in blue. Generally, every pan's blue is a little bit different. So this company only makes them in blue and green and black. And I don't like black pans. I think black pans defeat the purpose of getting rid of all the black sands. So I prefer blue, but it's really up to you. These pans right here are like $8, so you're better off just getting a blue one and a green one and seeing which one you like. You know, I used to use only green, but then my green pan just got so worn out because these pans do wear out. It wore out so much that I just bought a blue one because that's all I could find in stock, and now I prefer this one over the green one. This gem bag, you only got 0.1. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where I think he's selling it just for channel advertisement. You know, people see his channel and think, oh, this is awesome. It's kind of the same thing that they did with the Gold Rush show when they had their website, which, by the way, is closed. Gold Rush closed down their Paydirt. So, but it was the same thing when the Gold Rush TV show came out and they were selling their Paydirt. It was pretty much, you know, not worth buying, but they knew they had all the advertising and the people following them. They said, well, might as well make more money. You know, I'm not a big fan of that, but, you know, to each their own. If that's how they want to sell their Paydirt, it's, you know. Maybe one day I'll do the $150 bag. But I can tell you, I got so many negative comments. I think that video is one of my lower rated videos because so many people are fans of Dan Hurd that if you say anything bad about him, you know, they think you're attacking Dan Hurd, which was, you know, in my video I wasn't attacking Dan Hurd because I really like Dan Hurd. I like his videos. I just didn't like his Paydirt. But I got so many nasty comments from that video. I'm like, oh, why are you hating on Dan Hurd? Why are you hating on Dan Hurd? And I was like, I'm not. I'm hating on his Paydirt. So I'll get to that $150 bag one day. Is it the pan or the color? Well, I like both. This is a really cheap SE pan. It's flexible. It's kind of made out of the same material as the Super Sluice. It's just not as thick. So it tends to get a lot of micro abrasions on it. Really good. So it really holds the gold better. So I love this pan. You know, I would use this pan green, blue, either one. It wouldn't matter. I just love the pan itself for finishing. And I have tried some other finishing pans. This one I just like. You know, it's the same reason why so many people love the super slews. It's just that softer plastic, so it tends to get lots and lots of micro abrasions just from the rocks and stuff. So it tends to want to hold the gold a lot better. Where will? Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. He's doing his pay dirt to make extra money. He's not selling it for people like me and you. He's selling it for the people that have never bought pay dirt before, and they won't know that you can buy a $150 bag and get an 80% ROI. They're just doing it because they want to try Dan Hurd's pay dirt. You know, they've seen his channel and they're like, oh my God, I want to do Dan Hurd's pay dirt. It's the same thing that happened with the Gold Rush TV show. When they were selling their pay dirt, it wasn't for people who, you know, pan all the time at home. It was just for the people that wanted that one-time experience. And then later on, they find my channel and they say, oh, yeah, thank you. Now we buy all the good pay dirt. We don't buy that pay dirt anymore. Yeah, I never was this is Hadley. I never sandpaper my pans. It's just, these pans are so soft, actually, you know, I don't know where, let me see if my green pan's here. But like my green pan, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I mean, you can see how worn out it is. This is why I don't use it anymore. It is just so scratched up, and that's just from having rocks in it and stuff like that. And I only use this as a finishing pan. So as you can see, I mean, it gets so scratched up just from the finishing. You know, these things scratch so easy. If you used sandpaper on them, it would be, you'd ruin them. That's why I don't use that green one anymore, because it's just a little bit too scratched up now. I like Clash. I like Clash. Clash is a good guy. Shane. I missed your comment, Weezen. Hold on. Let me scroll up. Yeah, I agree. CJ Hayes. Yeah, that's how everyone, I mean, that's how I did it. I mean, when I first started doing this, I was buying pay dirt off of eBay, and I was stoked. I mean, I would be spending $100 on a bag of pay dirt and getting, you know, a half a gram, and that's when gold was, you know, 35 bucks a gram. So, you know, I was like, woo, look at all this gold I'm finding. Look at all this gold I'm finding. And it wasn't until I found, what was it? Like AlaskanProspector.biz or something like that, or ColoradoProspector.biz. I found some website, and he was selling gold 1 gram for, you know, like 50 bucks. And I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm paying double for that, for half of that. And then that's when I started looking into real pay dirt, actually Googling it, looking up sites, and that's what made me start my channel. I actually started my blog, but. Hadley. Yeah, maybe I should raffle off that green pan. Jordan shots well. Yeah, I haven't seen him really talking smack. I haven't actually watched any of his videos in a while. I've been too busy. But that's a shame if he's doing that, you know. You know, I know he can say that it's coming from his claim or something like that. Ryan Stevens, yeah, I like the Gold Rush show, and I like all the other shows, but the Kellys are the best. I just love the Kellys, especially in the early seasons. I love the Kellys in the early seasons, when while the brothers were diving, the dad was just picking out all the pickers out of the sluice box and hiding it from them. They're just funny. I I prefer that show over Gold Rush. Actually, though, I will say I prefer Gold Rush now that the main guy has left the show and he's no longer on there. It's just being an idiot, you know. Here, I need to start putting these pickers. Ugh. Trying to get these big pieces that won't. It's gonna keep getting in my way. Coin Cobra. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I had to be talked into doing a YouTube channel. I really never wanted to do this. Just because, you know, it takes a lot of work. And I didn't know how to edit videos. And I didn't have microphones or anything like that. And you never know what people are going to like in a video. So it took like 7 months of somebody convincing me to do the videos. See that piece of gold trying to escape. So you go in the pan. Well, yeah, I know Todd Hoffman created the show, and Todd Hoffman just drove me crazy. It's just, I mean, I'm sure they did it just for the sake of the drama of the show to get people to watch it, but, you know, you can only listen to stupid so many times, you know. Especially when he had smart people working for him, and he just wouldn't listen. He wanted to do his own thing, and, you know. You're just watching him blow through money. I like Parker the best. I mean, I like Tony Beats too, but I like Parker because he's young and he's got so much drive to do it, you know. And for his age, that's really cool, especially nowadays, you know. Get an 18-year-old to want to, you know, use up all of his grandfather's savings that he gave him to go out and start a gold mine and stuff like that, as opposed to blowing it all drinking in college somewhere or something like that. I'm here, being a pain. Now Todd Hoffman is a singer. I heard he's starting another show. I saw him, I guess it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure I saw him. He had an open casting call trying to get a new show going. I think it was supposed to be like one of those rescue shows where he's going to go to people's minds and help them rescue their mind, which I just don't see how that would happen. If anything, he would make sure you closed for good. All right. I think that's as clean as I'm going to be able to get it with me this far away from the camera. Let me get the rest of the gold and put it in there. And again, I will repan this. Maybe I can get some more of that out of there. All right. Let me go find all these pickers and stuff, add them into there. Let me put some clean water. Yeah, I doubt any network's going to pick up on Todd Hoffman again. I think they realized, I think in the beginning they thought they needed him to make the show. But once he left, I think they realized they didn't need him. And now everyone knows they don't need him. Add some of these pickers in here. the big one. I don't know if y'all can see those because I got pans floating away. And the pan's still trying to float away. All right. And there was some silver in case you missed it, but that you only win the gold tonight. So there we go. A nice pile of gold. Supposed to be about a gram. I'm guessing it is a gram at least. Now if you'll give me 1 second, I'm gonna let y'all make y'all look at my ugly mug again. Hey, I'm Stradix, you're late. We just finished panning, but that's the gold we found. Nice little haul. Put my glasses back on so I can actually read chat. All right. Yeah, Weez and Geezer. I haven't watched Dave Turn's new show yet either. I haven't caught up on it. I still haven't finished. I'm still a season behind on Gold Rush as well. So, you know. All right. Make y'all look at my ugly mug. Let y'all look at the gold up in the corner. Let me get the water out of there. Yeah, you'll still get a reflection, but you can see it. But there you go. And again, thank you, Lou Norris over at NickelBack Paydirt for that. Oh, I see everyone's guessing. I don't have my chat up. Hold on. Hey, Partridge Family Prospecting. I like that name, Partridge Family Prospecting. I grew up watching the Partridge Family. Shelly Cutting. Yeah, that's some really nice gold there. You know, I need to start getting some bad bags of pay dirt. I always get jealous giving away this gold. So it looks like everyone's guessing right around the 1.2 to 1.3. Weez and Geezer. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with my ugly mug. I know it's ugly, so... You know, I'm used to it. I've had this face for over 50 years, so I'm used to it. I have to look at it in the mirror every morning and every night and in between. Jonathan Friend, it holds emails, but I think I posted it on there. It makes me have to give it permission, so if I miss it, it went through chat. But you can post it again, Jonathan Friend, and I'll unhide it. So... Hey, 3 Nuggeteers. $1.2. You're the ugly prospector. How you doing, 3 Nuggeteers? Did you get your package yet? I hope you did. If not, it'll be there soon. Jonathan Friend. Get back on eBay for those eBay nuggets. Yeah. Actually, I was looking the other day for eBay pay dirt. You know, because it's... Sadly, that's where probably 50% of people sell pay dirt is on eBay. It's just, I see the pay dirt and I'm just like, no, I don't want to buy this, you know. But I do need to pick out somebody. I did find somebody that looks like they have some interesting pay dirt. And I need to buy it. I'll have to, but I gotta wait until after the 1st, so. Jason Keith Prospect. I just gave away 4.5 grams. Well, that's awesome of you, man. So let me post the link. Make sure everyone gets their name in. I'm gonna go check it there. make sure you go to the comment I just posted. Click that. You don't have to guess. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is leave one comment. And later tonight, someone is going to walk away with all that gold in the pan. I'm guessing it's about 1 gram. And I've said it earlier, once I move, I'm moving about the 15th of the next month. And I have to build an all-new gold station. Once I build that, I'll actually have the means to cook the gold on the live show so we can start weighing it up on the live show. Just, I don't feel like setting it all up here just for a week and then having to take it all apart. Brian Stevens, I'll really only drink coffee at night, which is really weird because, you know, it doesn't keep me from sleeping, but I generally only drink coffee at night. And that's just because I can't make it through the day. Once I hit about 2 o'clock, these old bones say, take a nap, take a nap. And then I don't want to take a nap, so I start drinking coffee. So, which is now cold coffee, but it still works. So I'm just so used to this mug, I don't want to use a different mug that's like insulated. So what's in your coffee cup? Actually coffee. So no, nothing funny in it. I don't really drink, so I can't tell you the last time I drank anything. It's probably been a year since I've had a sip of anything, so coffee is about as strong as a drink I'll drink. Digging it. Northern Nevada Gold looks good. I actually have a review of Northern Nevada Gold coming up next month, so in I guess like 2 weeks. Who's in Geeber TV? Yeah, in the morning I'm good. I wake up and I'm good. I have energy, but I'm only good for about 4 hours. My Duracell batteries die after about 4 or 5 hours, and I start needing coffee. So let me go check, make sure all these comments are going through, everything's working okay. Wow, nobody's getting fixed in the spam. That's pretty awesome. That's really awesome. All right, now let me get back to chat. I thought it said 41 grams. I gave away 31 grams last year for Christmas. I think actually it was more than that. I think it ended up being, in total, I think it was 36 grams, just shy of 36 grams for my Christmas giveaway. So I like to sip on my different whiskeys. Yeah, I haven't drank whiskey since I was probably like 24, 25 when I used to drink a lot of Jack and Coke, but then I used to drink a lot, so which is why I don't drink much anymore, you know. You used to drink about 45 cups a day, so now you're down to 12. Yeah, they got me on those pills for high blood pressure too. And that's what they tell me all the time. Well, if you didn't drink coffee, if you didn't do this, then you would have high blood pressure. And I said, well, why would I care about that when you can just give me a pill and now I don't have high blood pressure anymore? So it's better for me that way. I can do the things I enjoy and not have high blood pressure. And then I do tell them when I used to drink all the time, I didn't have high blood pressure, you know, but drinking all the time wasn't very good either. Chris says it, Yellowstone Paydirt, yeah. If you look on my site, if you look through all my reviews, I need to put it on my website somewhere prominent, but I have a video called Top 10 Paydirt Websites to Avoid, and I have all of his Paydirts listed that he currently has. I think I need to check and see if he's added any more. I actually have a review coming up pretty soon where I think it's his Paydirt, but somehow he's managed to hide it from me figuring out it's his Paydirt. So we'll have to see when I do that. But the domain is not listed with him. It's shipping from somewhere different. But the Paydirt looks exact same. The website looks exact same. So I'm almost positive it's him, but we'll find out when we find the gold and stuff like that. Dan Hurd or Jeff Williams, yeah, they're always going to be stingy, Anthony Holbrook. They're just, you know, it's just for, they're not selling to me or you or anyone else. They're selling to the first timers, you know. And when you have that many subscribers, you have a lot of first timers. So they can go a long time just selling to first timers, and most of those first timers won't get upset. On the fence with lynch mining. I like lynch mining, but I don't know. I did their ROI because I was going to buy some Bentley for next month's reviews, and the ROIs were really low. Usually when you check out lynch mining, their ROIs, just based on their price and what you were guaranteed to get, would usually be around the 75% range. Maybe 75 to like 78% is what their ROIs usually were. And you'd usually find a little bit more. So that's when you would find like the 85, 90%. And that was fine. But I think when I looked up the Bentley, I think it was 62%. And I was like, yeah, there's got to be a lot of extra gold in there to make up for it. So I changed my mind and picked somebody else to review instead. Let me post the link again for anyone who wants to enter if you haven't entered already. Because we're going to give away this gold in a minute. Sitting in that pan up there. See? Right there. Look at that gold right there. Somebody's going to win that tonight. Digging it. 9 bags from Lynch. Average 62 ROI. What kind of bags? Because it really depends on the bags. Usually, like, you know, if you're doing the... I can't think. The Belmont or the Vulture bags, those usually average, I think, about 50%. And then the regular bags, just like the original and the Gizmos regular, they have low ROIs too. I've generally noticed that they've changed. It used to be you would pretty much have good luck with all of their bags and they're a lot higher. But now, unless you buy the XLs, I think they are a little bit stingier, the smaller bags. So... Evan Star Prospect. Now I have the best Paydirt. I've never heard of your Paydirt. Send me a link to your Paydirt. Email me, Dylan@MillerProspecting.com, so I can send a secret shopper to you. Get your Paydirt. Shelly Covington. Yeah, you need to pan that old Paydirt. I have a buddy of mine who's got like 30 bags of Paydirt sitting away. They're all from Felix, but I told him with the price of gold, he might actually have a good ROI now because gold's so high, he better pan it out now before the gold prices drop. Jordan Shotswell. Yeah, I mean, we'll say that. I mean, Jeff Williams does give away a lot of gold to his Patreon members, but they're also really paying for it. So, you know. And I think what he does is his Paydirt bags that he sells are to make up for the money that he, you know, if somebody donates $100 to your channel and you give them $100 worth of gold, your channel's not making any money. So then you sell Paydirt with a 40% ROI, and you know, if you sell that bag for $100, now you made $60. So you know, you end up making money. I would rather just send somebody that donated $100, $60 worth of gold, and not sell bunk Paydirt myself. But Bryce Waddell, someone signed you up for their emails. Yeah, it looks like gold's going to be up for a while, so which is good. Yeah, that's it, Weezing Geezer. You have to sit on it forever. But he's an old timer. He's been panning for years. He's been panning for longer than me. And he's one of those people that likes Felix just because Felix back in the day used to be the only Paydirt you could get that would have nuggets in it. You know, it was everyone else that had eBay nuggets. Felix was the only person that you could find 1 gram, 2 gram, 3 gram nuggets in a bag. So they were always chasing those nuggets. You'd buy 10 bags and one of them would have a nugget in it. And then they say, okay, well, I'll buy 10 more. Kind of like a lottery. You know, they were always chasing those nuggets. And they just got hooked on it. So he loves it. But I told him now it's probably, because when he bought them, they were probably, gold was 35 a gram. And now it's 55. I told him your ROI just jumped up from 50% to 80%. You better pan it, take all that gold, and sell it. Well, I see chat has turned into a marketplace now. All we all are talking about is who's selling what you're selling it for. All right, we're going to give away some gold. Let me post the link because it's getting time for me. You'll call my kids and stuff. Here, let me. Yeah, last year I gave away a 10-gram nugget in one of my bags. I don't know if, yeah, I sold it. So I think the bags were $100 and one person got a 10-gram nugget in one of those bags. I don't remember who won it, but or I know who won it, but they never wanted their name posted on who won it. So you're gonna win tonight, Shelly. Well, I'm rooting for you. BK Gold. William Long. What? You're not trying to sell anything? Everyone else in chat is trying to sell their paydirt. Which, by the way, I'm not endorsing anyone's paydirt that posts anything in chat. That is just random people. So don't think because they're posting in my chat, I am saying that their paydirt is good. I have no idea. I haven't reviewed any of these people's paydirt yet. Nathan Redelman, you should do golden paydirt again. Why do you want me to just throw away money? I actually have a bag. I have one of their 2-ounce challenge bags. And I've been debating on whether or not I want to pan it out or not. I know it doesn't have 2 ounces in it because you can see through the bag and there's not 2 ounces of gold in it. Hey, Gary Sprinkler. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been doing, man? Post the link. Here, I'm posting the link, Gary. So make sure you go to that comment I just posted and leave a comment so you can win tonight's gold. So, and starting next month, I'm not doing it now because I totally forgot about it now. But once I do next month, I'm going to start doing these live shows where you can only win once every 3 months or something like that. Since some people seem to be winning a lot. So I want everyone to get some of this gold. So just in case, you know, HD Shovelhead decides to win 3 or 4 times in a row, he won't be able to win. So I'm not doing it for this video. So if you've won previously, you can win again tonight. I'll start that next month. So Jason Keith, all right. If you win, you're going to forward it. Here, let me go check, make sure all the comments are approved. And we're going to give away some gold. All right. Now I just need to start moving some screens around. All right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Farmer. That's the paydirt I was talking about. I just haven't done anything with it. I was going through my piles because I keep all my paydirt in 5-gallon buckets for mail calls and everything else, and I was going through it, seeing what I was going to do with everything from upcoming months, and I saw that one. So I do need to do a review on it just to remind people not to buy that paydirt. So. Chris Saucier, I have 3 grams of flour gold for sale. Well, I might not want to sell it, but I do have 3 grams of flour gold because I just did a review with 3 grams of gold. All right, let's shrink my ugly mug down. We're gonna pick a name. So there you go. YouTube random comment picker. Let's see who's going to win. Let's fetch all these names. Anything goes. Don't include replies. All right, let's pick a winner. Drum roll. Good luck, everyone. Someone's going to win the gold in that pan. I'm guessing it's a gram, somewhere around there. Dave B. Hello there, Dylan. Well, hello to you, Dave B. You just won the gold in that pan. I can't tell you how much it is. I will weigh it up later and post on YouTube as well as on my Patreon page. But congratulations. And just because you won, to make it so special that you won, I am going to make you look at my ugly mug. How about that? So there you go. Jason, congratulations. Make sure you email me, or Dave B. What am I talking about, Jason? I just saw Jason's name pop up. Here, let me post my email so you can email me, because you have 30 days to collect this prize. Otherwise, it goes in my pocket. So no rush to email me. No rush whatsoever. But if you don't email me within 30 days, it goes into a pot for one of my future giveaways or something like that. So Dave B, make sure you email me. I posted my email. I'll post it again in a minute because there's a lot of congrats going on the chat. And as always, these guys, YouTube or any of its affiliates have nothing to do with this. This is 100 solely on me, and you know, I don't do anything with your name or address or any of those things. This is just a golf from me. So YouTube has nothing to do with it. No. Is Dave B even in chat? Hopefully he is, so he can collect it. Now that. So if you're not here, Dave B, and you watch the video later, make sure you email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com so you can get this. I'm having a hard time spelling my email. Gary, thank you, and you have a happy 4th too. Hopefully your daughters are doing good and stuff like that. Now again, I will post after this live show. I'm gonna repan it all out, and I will post a not a comment. Actually, I'll post a comment on here what the total is, but I will leave a thing on YouTube as well as my Patreon page with the final weight, so everyone will know what that is. Just if you're curious, like I am. Robinson Prospecting. That's awesome if she's cancer free. That's really awesome. We should just go again. Gregory Lee. All right. All right, Stuart Ronnie. And sorry you didn't win, Shelly. But starting next month, I'm going to do something where, you know, you can only win once a year or once every 6 months. I have to calculate it based on, you know, how many live shows I'm doing. So it's mad the amount of people dropping out of the live after the show. Well, usually once I do this, they all know I'm going to be gone in 5 minutes, so I don't mind. They stuck around and put up with my ugly mug for an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. That's hard to do. Even my ex-wife didn't like to be around me for an hour and 40 minutes. No. Caps lock. I do that all the time because in a lot of my editing I use cap locks and I always forget and then go to email somebody and, you know. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the channel, Shelly. You know. Andrew O'Neill, glad you're still here. Everyone gets to stick around for the last 5 minutes and just enjoy my company. That's awesome. Jordan Shotswell, you should make it where the winner needs to claim the prize on live or you pick someone else. I had thought about doing that, but, you know, a lot of people have things where they'll pop in, and these are all people who have supported my channel for years usually. You know, so you know, for example, if you come in and you have to run off to go to work or something like that, I don't want to penalize you because you can only watch half of my show, but you watch my show every single time. So I didn't want to do that. You know, I give them 30 days. If they don't claim it, you know, I don't want to force them to be in chat, you know. I mean, I know you're always going to get the people that just pop in, throw their name into there, and then leave and never come back, and that's going to happen. But, you know, usually those are the same people that won't watch this, and they won't see that they won. I mean, I'm not going to say who, but I have an unclaimed prize that has, you know, not very much time left on it before it gets added to a golf prize or something like that. And maybe what I'll do with those bags is give them away or something like that on these live shows and make people be here for those. So, and thank you, Chris. Thank you. I was talking so much. I didn't see that, but thank you so much, Chris. William Pulley, thank you. And everyone have a good weekend. And I know 4th of July is coming up soon. So, because I think my next live show is going to be a Patreon live show. So it won't be panning. So I know not as many people tune in to the Patreon live show. But, hey, Gunnar L. How's it going? Partridge Family Prospecting. Well, I'm glad you found the channel. And thank you for coming. I do a live show every single Thursday at 7 p.m. The first live show of the month is me just thanking my Patreon members, but I do do a giveaway on that show as well. And then the other Thursdays for the month are always these live shows where I do gold panning and give away the gold. So glad you found the channel. Thank you, BRG Rainey. Bryce, are you asking me about treasure bags? My next treasure bags are going to be, I've been trying to do some bags. I had worked out the formula for some treasure bags, but with Patreon and everything else, and I've been putting a lot of gold towards my next Christmas giveaway, that I've kind of, not done it. And it kind of was, even Clutch said, it's kind of hard selling Paydirt when you only do it once a year or something like that. And, because I don't want to not ship quick or answer emails or do anything. So I don't know. I have no plans right now for anything special. These live shows take up a lot of my time, my reviews. And I am working on a big Christmas giveaway, but that's a couple months away. In fact, it's exactly 6 months away. So, but I'm trying to do another 1 ounce giveaway for Christmas. So, thank you, Evan Starr. 7 p.m. my time. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. Central Time. Is what I do. And some of these people, it's 2 in the morning. So. YouTube auditor. Thank you for watching. Hey, Glenn Timmons, how you doing? You got here really late. I'm only going to be on here for about another 5 minutes. You got here really late. It's just selling. I would rather just do giveaways, but it's just, it's hard to do. I've just been having a hard time finding the time to put stuff together. I come up with all the ideas. You should see I have lists and lists and lists on my computer of videos I want to do, all these things, and it just, I have a hard time doing it. Now that, I'm single again and I only have my kids 3 days a week, I find it hard to take time away from my kids those 3 days. So that means for 4 days a week is the only time I can shoot videos and do stuff like that. So. Sahara dust plume. No, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm going to check out the mail on that one, though. I mean, I was definitely going to check the news. I like weird things like that, so. 100 degrees. Oh, man. So, that's hot. Yeah, I'm going to, next month, I have to go to Dallas for a week to visit a friend, and it's going to be 100 degrees. And I am so not looking forward to it. I told them to come up here and visit me, but they didn't want to do that, so. Well, thank you, farmers. I'm the only channel to watch. Yeah, family always comes first, That's why I really try to shoot all my videos. It's very seldom. And it's one of the reasons why, now that I don't have my kids as much, that I don't do a lot of family videos anymore, which really sucks, because I actually really like those videos. But, setting up gear, telling the kids to pause and wait 15 minutes while I move cameras around isn't as much fun for kids. So they would rather be doing something else. So it's so hot here. Yeah. It's getting hot here. It's getting in the 90s here. This week is actually pretty cool. It's going to be like in the 85, 84. So it's not too bad, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to the hot weather. Gary, how many tats do you have? I have, I think 12 or 13, something like that. So I'm going to get another one. Well, I'm in Dallas. That's what, when I'm down there, they convinced me. They said, "Why don't you get a tattoo when you're down here?" So I'm gonna get a new tattoo in Dallas. So, but I have so many that I actually forget sometimes when people ask me that, and I'll have to go in my head and think. So, because I have some really old tattoos, and I have a lot of cover-ups. Probably half my tattoos are cover-ups. So I probably have more tattoos if you count the ones underneath the tattoos. Yeah, it's really hot in the Caribbean, Jason. Chris, you should message him on Facebook. That's the best I've ever gotten. Dave is usually when he's on, and you have to message him once, then wait till your little thing shows up that he's actually online, then start messaging him. That's your best chance of getting in touch with Dave. He's a busy man. Is on Facebook Messenger. Jailhouse tats. No, none of my tattoos are jailhouse tats. I had some tattoos I did myself, like, which were worse than a jailhouse tats. You know, they were with a single needle, just poking myself for hours. So, 3 Nuggeteers. Time for some sleeve tattoos, Dylan. I have sleeve tattoos. Both my arms are covered. So, they're not fully covered because I just never finished. But they were originally all supposed to be sleeved. But I just kind of... No, Shelly, we're going to be in Dallas. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas. So if you have a good recommendation, I will be glad to take that. Because all my tattoos were done by one person, and I trusted him to do my tattoos. So, you know, I grew up with them. Jailhouse tats are cheap. My buddy did. I haven't paid a penny for any of my tattoos. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I had one on my leg when I was a kid done by somebody else, and it cost me like $50. But all the rest of mine were free. You know. But yeah, no jailhouse tats. I wouldn't trust getting a jailhouse. But you actually, there are some really good jailhouse tats. They have some YouTube videos on jailhouse tats that are really, really good. The only problem with jailhouse tats is they're just black and gray, and they fade really, really quickly because they're not using really good ink. Like, you know, that's why if you see somebody like my age even that has tattoos, they turn green because the black ink just wasn't black enough. But nowadays, the ink is so much better than it was. But in jail, they're making their ink out of soot or different things. So they tend to turn green really, really quickly. But they have some really good artists in jail. I mean, some really good ones. You can watch a couple of YouTube videos. They have some great jailhouse tats. I wouldn't want one, but, you know, because then you got to come up with the money to pay for it in jail. And if you don't come up with the money, you're not going to like it. So, and plus, I've never, who says I've been to jail? Why would you say jail has tattoos? Well, Shelly, email me any of your suggestions. Here, I'll put up my email. I know we have emailed each other before, but if you don't get it, just email any suggestions. I love suggestions because, you know, you never know when you're somewhere new. I mean, the tattoo I'm getting is really simple, so I think even I could do it, but I'm not dumb enough to do that. I'd rather pay someone to do that. Andrew O'Neill, 3 of my 5 are from prison. Like I said, there's some really good jailhouse tatters. But I just don't, you know, I actually need to go eventually one of these days and get mine all refilled in because just, you know, they're old and they're faded and stuff like that. I'm not going in for a touch-up. You have stickers now? Well, I'll have to email you and ask you about the stickers. So, I was 8 years old. I had my first tattoo when I was 13, and that was me poking myself. My kids laugh like it. I'm not going to show it on camera, but my knees, I actually have a whole bunch of dots all over my knees, just where I would stick myself just to see how much it would hurt, and if the ink would stay or if it would bleed out or not. And then once I've done that, I think I probably have like 20 or 30 little green dots on my knees from where I just poked myself to see the ink. Then I did my own tattoos on my arms, and they were all really bad. So I got them all covered up. All right, thanks, Shelly. Well, I gotta go because it is almost 9. I need to call my kids. I really appreciate everyone that showed up for this show. I will be doing another live show next Thursday. I have a review coming up on Monday, and I should have a video up this weekend as well on a really cheap sluice I made. So make sure you look for those videos. And I really, really appreciate everyone coming to these live shows. I really enjoy chatting with each and every one of you. I really appreciate y'all watching my channel and all that. So, but it's time for me to go, and I will be here next Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. I will be doing my Patreon appreciation show, but as always, if you watch my live show, you will be able to win something, and it might be some gold. I think I'll do some gold next Thursday for anyone that's just watching the show. So, thanks everyone again. I got to get out of here, and I hope you see you all next Thursday. And that's going to be it. I think that's it for now.